Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here, and in today's episode of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, we're going to be hitting up a new arena known as the Hades Cup, so do come and join me. We'll crack on with the show today, and if you enjoy watching, please don't forget to hit the like button and be subscribed to my YouTube channel. In the last episode, I showed you how you could collect the experience earring, and I forgot to mention, actually I probably should, you only want to craft one of those because of the 3 dark matter that are used. To do so, you want to save the rest of the dark matter for further synthesis later on. You can actually synthesize dark matter, but it's a real pain in all honesty. So we're better off just saving the ones that we have so we can get as much done as possible. Remember, with synthesis we want to do one of each item so that we can craft the ultimate weapon at the end of that. So the Hades Cup is now unlocked, and you can see that there's this other battle as well, which is listed as question marks. That is probably the toughest encounter in the entire game. I'm not going to show it you right now, but if you don't care about spoilers and want to just delve into seeing what that is, then by all means make sure you're saved up before you do so and go and give it a shot. If you're anywhere in terms of character progression where I am, then you're going to pretty much find out very quickly that you're not going to have any hope of doing that battle at the moment. What we will have a hope in doing is the Hades Cup, which is the current latest entry that we can go ahead and attempt. And as you can see, there's a lot of seeds in this cup. There's 49 to be precise. Now fortunately we don't have to do them all consecutively. We can actually save our progress every 10 or so. So the Hades Cup is really several I guess encounters in one, isn't it? And I did forget to sort out my items, as in my potions and whatnot, so we'll see how we get on here. I do actually like using Gravijar, or Gravirar, whatever the version of the spell is that I have at the moment. I always forget the different names of them. I do prefer that on my shortcut menu, although I forgot to equip it. Because a lot of these encounters you can just do so much AoE damage by starting off with a nice Gravirar or Gravijar spell. Now you can still cast it of course from the magic menu, but it's extra work. So nice to see that these initial encounters are relatively easy that we're starting off with. Get through all of these. Obviously it's just going to be the same enemies we've encountered before, although there are going to be several boss encounters which split up this particular cup, the Hades Cup. We haven't seen these hammer legs in a while now, have we? Let's see if we can throw a nice Gravijar spell on everything. I won't do that in a hurry anytime again soon. I want to try and save our MP. And just make sure you have Aerogar handy as well, since that's going to be your friend through many of these encounters, especially as they start to get tougher. Although Aerogar is just going to be your friend throughout much of the game now. The whole reflecting damage and whatnot is a great thing for it to... great feature to have. I mean, look, it does a lot of AoE damage itself due to the deflections and what have you. See, we got through that battle pretty darn fast with Aerogar, it's got to be said. Now we have a rare truffle, which if you remember we need to juggle these in the air. We can also cast Aerogar, I believe that keeps us juggling a little bit longer. And the longer we juggle before they land, the more experience we get. I didn't do very good on that attempt. But now we have our first... I don't know if it's a boss battle, it's against Yuffie. But it's not a checkpoint, I don't believe. So we do need to continue on even after this point. But with Aerogar on, it's not going to be too much of a challenge. We've defeated Yuffie plenty of times now, we should know what we're doing. And again with Aerogar, I'm just going to go all out. Let's just throw Mega Ether on. Get some MP back. Oh, got a little bit of lag there, just going to pause for a moment. If I can avoid casting Aerogar again, I will. Save some MP for a little bit. Okay, next up we have some... Oh, we get the Genji reward. Shield tire as a reward for the first time we get that far. And next up we have some more regular enemies. Again, if you've come with a load of ethers, just keep Aerogar on. And this battle would already be over then, I should think. Especially in timed encounters, Aerogar is pretty awesome. And so is gravity spells. And we continue on with the onslaught here. We're starting to get some of the tougher enemies now, including the defenders. And we'll just take care of this last fella. Now we're going to get quite a few enemies in the next encounter. So I'm going to try and see if we can start off with a nice gravity spell here. I didn't want to cast it there. Probably a waste, but not to worry, we'll just get through this as quick as we can. Can't see what I'm doing, can't see where I'm going. Kill all these annoying little nuisances. Is he going to come charging? Yes, of course he is. There goes one. And try and heal up if you can before the end of this fight. Let's just throw a Kurigar on Sora and a Mega... Oh, I thought I had another Mega Ether. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, don't matter. We've got this final encounter now upcoming, which will... Well, final encounter before the checkpoint. And it's against a Behemoth. This is a harder version of the one that we fought previously as part of the main story. But the tactics remain the same. We need to get up on its back and start smashing away at its horn. And just get as much damage in as we can. Is that its first health bar depleted? Yes, it is. Move away from the nasty stuff. And let's get an Aerogar going for when the attacks start coming in. Which, trust me, they will. The more damage we do to this guy, by the way, the more health bars we deplete, then the more damage he's going to do to us. Just move out of the way. Back up on its back if we can climb up there. Seems like Donald's wasting a gravity spell because it isn't going to work on this fella. And have to say goodbye to Aerogar at this point. Let's just throw some high potion onto Sora, because this guy can do spike damage, which isn't particularly pleasant in all honesty. And he's got a few health bars, but we're on the second to last at the moment. There we go, final health bar now. Time to move for a second. And let's just keep our health up. And things are getting a little bit trickier here. Let's throw an Aerogar on just in case any spike damage comes in, which is very possible. This guy's quite slow in dishing out damage, but he can dish it out, don't be deceived. There we go. Good night, Mr. Behemoth. And we'll get another reward for completing this the first time. Our Blizzard spell is upgraded to its final variant, the Blizzard spell, and that is also going to be a useful ability for us. And I believe that has given us a checkpoint now. But I guess we'll carry on for a little bit, see how far we can get. We're back to normal enemies now for fair while. Well, as normal as you can get in Kingdom Hearts anyway. So I'm just going to use this time to attack physically in order to build up some MP back. Next we have 7 Blue Rhapsody enemies along with a couple of gargoyles to throw into the mix. Then on the next fight we're going to see some more of the guard armour parts. The only downside to this Keyblade that I'm using, Divine Rose it's called, is that it's got quite a short range. But it does have a lot of oomph to it. But you do have to get right up into the enemy's face to actually reach with it. Right, that went down fast. And the good thing about doing all these fights, of course, is the fact that we're getting some nice experience as well. And experience is always something that we love, isn't it? And just take care of the final foot here. There we go. Right, next up we have some Mad Fungus. That went down fast, didn't it? So these are the ones that we just attack normally. They do like to turn to stone or something, which is annoying if we can't kill them before then, because they've got to kind of wait around for it to change back. Let's just throw a rubbish potion onto Sora while we wait. There we go. Now we're going for the kill. Or rather, Donald and Goofy going for the kill. And we're going to be taking quite a lot of magic damage here. Something that we need to try and avoid if at all possible. Congrats, Donald, levelling up there. Right, we're getting close to the next boss now. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. And it's another familiar face, which you'll recognise when you see it. Try and move away from the damage from this thing. This is a stealth sneak. Now it's a dead sneak by the looks of it. Well, it should be. Yeah, it is. Okay, number 30 is the next boss. I don't like these wizards. They annoy me because of the way they disappear and what have you, but I think we got that one, didn't we, in time? So I'm not actually sure how far we're going to be capable of getting through the whole of the Hades Cup, or which part we're going to struggle with at the moment. But don't forget, we can quit at any time and start from the saved seeds in order to stock up on items again and what have you. There's the disappearing trick they do, which I hate because we have to wait around for them. Ah, this is interesting. This is an angel star. I don't think I've seen one of these before. Let's see if we can kill it quite quickly. Oh, it's flying high in the air. Ah, Sora leveled up. Very nice. I didn't see what stat increase though. And then we've got the boss fight now. So probably should have healed up, but not to worry. This is Cerberus. So let's get Aerogar going. And can we jump on this guy's back? I'm trying to remember. I think we can. It's pretty much the same fight as before anyway. Only this time he's doing a lot more damage, obviously. And we have to make aerial combos work. So let's try and just stay back here. The trick here is you've got to keep Aerogar up at all times. You just have to. Or the damage input is just going to be too extreme. I don't know if we're going to do this fight on this occasion. I don't think we had enough ethers and what have you. Which is unfortunate. But we'll see. We'll hit it with everything we can. So we just need to move away for a moment there. High potion onto Sora. And could do with our friends coming back to life. Could do with MP to tell you the truth, and I've got no way of getting it at the moment. So we'll just stay at range. Look at Donald just floating around like a moron. And here comes the nasty stuff which we need to avoid. Keep avoiding the nasty stuff. I was hoping for some MP off Donald or Goofy. I think one of them has an ability that can help us with that. I think Goofy's got it. But he needs 3 MP to cast it, so... It's going to be hard without Aerogar. Probably nigh impossible. But let's see what happens, shall we? Let's go in. I've only got 2 more health bars to actually defeat on this guy. Sadly too many. I reckon I was probably just about getting enough MP to cast Aerogar again. But yeah, I need to stock up on items. But now just to show you, if we go back to Phil here. If we head down to the Hades Cup. We can actually start from the 40th seed rather than the 49th or the 50th. Okay, on my second attempt, I am hoping that I am just about to take this guy down now. I basically stocked up on ethers beforehand, and looks like we've done it, yeah. So at this point, I'm probably going to finish off the cup here, so that I need to stock up on items again. But our reward for defeating Cerberus for the first time even, I was going to say third time, but it's actually second time since we defeated him once, wasn't it, in the story. But our reward is the upgrade to the Thunderar, from the Thunderar spell rather to the Thundergar spell. So, just to make sure, I'll probably clear off this first battle, although I'm pretty sure it does save once you've killed the boss. And at some point I should be able to quit out of this. There we go, look. We can go to quit. And now if I just go over to Phil, we should have unlocked... Yes, we can now go from the 30th. So it's probably a good idea to stock up again and we'll start again. Like I said, it's like mini cups, isn't it? Because each of these 10 was the equivalent of the earlier cups that we've been doing. But technically it is all one cup, but at least we can prepare in between. For the next seed, The boss battle is going to be quite a challenging one actually, so I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to get this done. It's against Cloud and Leon, and we both know, so we know that both of these are challenging fights even on their own. So obviously it goes without saying that we need to get the heck out of the firing line while we get some spells off here. And then with that done, we need to try and focus them down one at a time. Preferably Leon first, because Cloud is just such a challenge, isn't he? So just lay into with the damage, and hopefully when Leon falls, Cloud will also be doable because we know how to do him anyway. So let's just move the heck away from here. Oh no, wrong spell, meant to cast Curagar. There we go. And let's just move a second while our characters try and come back to life. I've put all kinds of MP gaining stuff on Donald and Goofy, mainly Goofy. Move away from Leon's powered blade.
That's the best you can do?
Since it's obviously going to hurt a lot. And Leon's down to his final health bar now, I think. Oh, need to move. And heal. If we can stay on top of our MP rate, and you'll see that Goofy is actually able to give Sora MP now, which is a real bonus in fact, since we haven't got to use all our ethers immediately. He does so through an ability called MP Gift, but it's only recommended that you use that if you actually have several MP Rages and MP Haste on to Goofy as well, so that his MP levels don't drop as considerably as fast then. Oh no, I thought we was going to do that. As soon as we can get one down, the other is pretty simple. Okay, well on this second attempt, Leon has fallen and Cloud remains alone with just one health bar, so I'd be surprised if we don't do that on this attempt. That said, don't underestimate Cloud. He still hits like a truck, especially if he gets his limit break going off, as he has done, so let's move the heck away from here now. Trying to heal up. Oh, I don't believe it! I couldn't heal up because of him chasing me. Okay, I've actually taken a short break from doing the Hades Cup to try and just get a few extra items that we can equip Sora with to make him a little bit more powerful. And one of the items I want to get is the synthesis item, Moogle Charm. Now, I'm just missing a couple of bits that we need in order to synthesize that item. The two that I was really missing were the Blazing Stone, which is dead easy to get if you need that. You can just head to Halloween Town and then go through the graveyard, over the bridge that you form with that weird, whatever that thing is, and then where the manor used to be, you should find an enemy known as, I'm not actually sure what it's called, but you'll recognise it, because it's kind of like a mechanical thing. And it usually spawns once you've started clearing out the other enemies in the area. And basically, what you want to do is keep Aerogar active, because you need to bounce the orbs back to it. And Aerogar will do that for you automatically. Alternatively, you can just hit them back with the Keyblade if you get good timing. But once you defeat that thing, then as long as you've bounced a few orbs back, you should have a good chance of getting the Blazing Shard. But the one I want to really show you is the Frost Shard, which is with this ghost. The only way we can actually hit him is with high potions. I don't know why it keeps disappearing off there though. That's really kind of annoying. We need to hit him with the high potions, and that will effectively deplete his health. So this is the area where I'm just going to throw... Oh, he's gone. Okay, so the trick with this guy is you want to actually use an elixir and 2 high potions. That will give you the greatest chance of getting the item drop that you want. Now, if you can't use an item on him, it probably means that you're not actually close enough. So you need to get a little bit closer, and then you should be able to do it. And it looks like he's down. And we got 2 frost stones from that, and that was because we used an elixir as well as 2 high potions. So that's the item that we actually needed. And I'll just show you the way out here, although it's dead simple of course. Just drop down to the throat area And we're back in the main stomach. Not the stomach, the whatever this place is. The stomach's where we fought the Grand Ghost. But I believe I've got what I need now to go and craft this Moogle charm. So we'll chortle on back to Traverse Town here. And then I might give the Hades Cup another shot. So we'll just head back to the accessory shop, since this is where we'll be able to easily access the, what do you call it? The synthesis area from. Let's have a look. And yes, we can now craft everything from the second list here. So just to confirm, the lightning stone, by the way, I already had that in my inventory. So I can't remember off the top of my head where I get that from, but I'll find out for you for next time. And the frost stone is what we just collected. And the blazing stone is from Halloween Town. So again, my recording didn't work on that, I don't know why. But just head to the area where the manor used to be. That's where there's just a big open space. Start killing the enemies there until the rare monster spawns. You'll recognise him because he looks like a mechanical robot-y thing. And keep Aerogar up and just bounce the balls back to him, the kind of orbs, while just hitting him as much as you can. And you'll keep spawning enemies, and eventually he'll go down and should drop the blazing stone itself. But let's go ahead and craft the Moogle badge, which is quite a strong item. And we'll go ahead and craft one each of these others as well. And then we've created 12 out of 12 items. So if we open up the synthesis option once more here, the next 12 have opened up. And we can craft the AP up, the Dark Ring, Master Earring, and some of this other stuff as well, including a Mithril. By the way, if we craft 3 more items so that we get 15, then we'll actually be able to get a new ability, the Encounter Plus ability, which will allow us to increase enemy encounters as we're out and about, which is also a nice thing to do. So AP up obviously permanently increases your AP, and you can craft as many of these as you have the ingredients for, although as always I highly recommend just sticking with one of each for now until we've finished all of the synthesis items. Then you can go back and craft whatever you want when you want. But let's just have a brief look now at that new item we just looted, which was the Moogle badge. And as you can see, not only does it increase our HP, but also our MP, which is good, and our health. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. And it also enhances your magic as well as your summon power. But I believe it actually helps out with abilities such as Aerogar with the duration. But maybe somebody could confirm that for me. Oh, thank you, Think Protoss, for your subscription. That's the overlay thing that was left over for my live streaming before. Right, so, since we're in Traverse Town, there's actually a couple of items that I should have shown you how to get previously, but I don't know why they did slip my mind, I apologise. If you head into the Gizmo shop in the 2nd district and come out of the other door, then you'll come out near this ladder. If we just climb up, you will be getting Heartless spawns, but I've tried to clear a few out so that we haven't got to watch me kill them over again. Then make our way across this narrow path, and then we're going to jump across to the roof over here. You don't actually need the glide ability to reach this area. And here is a chest we can open for a Mithril shard. And then there's a gap in the wall here which will take us to the 3rd district, so we're going to jump into that. And try not to fall off here. When the enemies are cleared out, you should be able to lock onto an item in this corner here. And that will give you a postcard. And I believe that's the final postcard. I'll have to confirm that though once we go and head back to the area where we hand the postcards in the mailbox in the 1st district. And there's, I believe, a Trinity jump we might have missed earlier on as well. If so, that's definitely the last Trinity jump because we've got all the others. So we'll need to just kill these enemies off, which I guess can take a few minutes. But I do like Aerogar now. It deflects so much damage that we can just kind of chill while we fight with it. But all this is good experience, which is going to help us out not only at the Hades Cup in defeating Leon and Cloud, but also with the final bosses that we've got coming up as part of the story as well. And that's all of those cleared. Lovely jubbly. Right, so somewhere around here there might be Trinity. Unless I've already collected it, I'll just have a look. Indeed, I have missed a Trinity. I was quite surprised about that. If we head up this ramp here, then we can just see it on the floor. And it's one of the original Trinity jumps, the blue ones. So I should have got that earlier, I apologise. But at least we've collected it now. And that is the final Trinity. We got a trophy for collecting it. If you want to just keep an update on your Trinities to double check which ones you have, then you can go to the journal and you can see which ones you're missing out on. So that's handy there. But I have shown you now how to get every one of them. So if you've been following along since the beginning, then that should be the last one. Unless you already collected it, I should have done really. And we'll go and hand in the postcard. We get an AP up for that. There might be one more postcard, I think there's 10. So I'll have to come back to that later. Right, anyway, that's enough of the Traverse Town detour. Let's get back to what we were doing. I'm hoping on this attempt we're about to get it, and it looks like we are. Cloud and Leon are defeated. I had to get through 2 ethers. The trick with that battle is Cloud hits so hard. Oh, you get the Lion Heart as well. Cloud hits so hard, you need to get rid of Leon as quickly as possible. And then once you've done that, focus on Cloud. But if your health drops even below 50%, you've got to get healed fast. But anyway, we're going to finish off here now because we should have that checkpoint. And if I just go and speak to Phil here, head to the Hades Cup. Yes, we have unlocked the next checkpoint. And we also got that Lion Heart as well. But I'm going to finish off the episode here, folks. I think we've gone through quite a bit today. So thanks for joining me. And we'll continue on, maybe with the Hades Cup, I suspect, in the next episode. But until then, take care. I'll see you soon for more Kingdom Hearts.